Disclaimer, copyrights enforced. The following is based on true events, facts, fiction, second-party observations, nonsense, hearsay, bullshit. You be the judge. One thing we guarantee is 100% pure entertainment. All names, places, persons, and things, etc. have been changed for privacy issues. This show is R-rated, may contain obscene language, nudity, not for persons under 18. Please listen responsibly. I'm ready, bros. I'm ready. Welcome, listeners. Blowhard Talk Hard here with Julian.
Reimer.
Producer Pat. Another week, another dollar.
Episode.
Not really, another episode.
Yeah.
What I keep saying that, another dollar. You're only as good as your last dollar. That's what this guy told me yesterday. You're only as good as your last favor, your last dollar, your last anything. I go, obviously.
Right.
If I did something for you 5 years ago, oh, by the way, remember when I helped you move that thing, your house 5 years ago? You're going to be like, yeah. Well, I got to move now. You're going to be like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
That was 5 years ago. You're only as good as your last, in sports, you're only as good as your last hit. Yeah. You're only as good as your last goal. If you don't score for 20 more games, you're garbage all of a sudden.
Fuck. Seems to me in life you're only as good as your last breath.
Anything, yeah.
Oh, yeah, good as your last
I've
breath.
been watching these YouTube motivational speakers in the morning. Denzel's all of a sudden a big motivational speaker.
I love Denzel.
You get up in the morning, you look at yourself, and you ask yourself, what's wrong with me?
Exactly.
And I'm like, holy Denzel, I get up in the morning, I'm fucking like, okay, let me have a coffee.
I got shit to do.
Ask yourself, what's wrong? What could I do different? It's not where we went, it's where we want to go. I'm like, oh my God, this is so typical, easy shit.
Yeah.
Then there's another guy, I fucking forget his name because I don't pay attention. I can say that word with the M, the
Motivation?
No, the millennials, whatever.
Millennials, yeah.
I can't pronounce that word, so I don't want to sound stupid. So these guys here,
Melania.
he goes, they're born after 84. He goes, there are four things that they feel entitled, they feel this. Remember we were talking about it, Pat? Mm-hmm. They play soccer as kids, they don't keep score. He goes, where's the competition? Where's the winning? Where's the losing? You know, it makes you a better person. And that's why today's society, he was trying to say these kids are like, my buddy's kid is going into school for communications.
Yeah.
You know, the only communicating he does is video games at night, smoking his joint in his room. I go, if the guy's going to go to school for communication, shouldn't he actually have communication with people, like social skills? I don't get it. So then you have a guy like Denzel. What are you going to do with your life? It's not like, I get it, bro. I understand. But when you fall, don't fall. Get up. It's harder, but it's like, I should be a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yell and say things that are obvious.
Yeah. You're a loser!
If you want to think like a loser, you are a loser. No, thanks, Denzel, because you're a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. Why are you over there playing pool by yourself? Get to the bar and get some pussy.
Listen to this Anthony Robbins, Anthony Robbins.
Same shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I remember it. I was like this. I dropped into it. And he goes, "Listen, I had these people. They became millionaires. They had focus. They had these dreams. They wanted to be millionaires. And sure enough, they did. Now, sure, they won the lottery, but like a couple of weeks earlier, that's a true story. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
He said that?
Yes.
What a big head motherfucker.
I was like, holy shit, these people became rich because they went to your seminar and they won the lottery? Are you kidding me?
He said that?
He did.
That guy's got a bigger head than all three of ours combined.
He does have a massive head, but
he's like a huge. Remember that movie with Jack Black?
Shallow Hell.
I was just talking about that the other day. That was a great movie.
Because they're stuck in the elevator.
Yeah, and what's his name? Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
And he does this and he converts Shallow Hal because he only likes beautiful girls out of his range.
Oh.
And he makes him see the inner beauty of girls because he's got magical powers. So he falls in love with this overweight kind of girl, and all his friends are like, "Why are you going with this girl?"
She looks like Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yes, but in his eyes, she's a model. But it's all because he brainwashed them. Anyways, those what are they called? Motivational speak. You pay to go to that thing, right?
yeah.
I would listen. I've read Tony Robbins' book, and there's interesting things about him. But it's all what
Like
they
what?
call.
He was a
Well, no,
fucking,
it's all
wrestler?
neuro-linguistic programming. It's what they call it. It's NLP. It's all about the way you frame and shape the way you talk and the words you use. Shapes everything sort of about you. It's a bit of a. He's one of those interesting dudes. Because the funny thing about him, he was always about his diet and everything like that. He'd only eat fish every day or whatever, and then he got mercury poisoning because he was only eating salmon.
Yeah. Yes.
But some of the things I prescribe, like I only take a cold shower every morning. I'm a big cold guy, and I learned that sort of through him and other people.
Right. Didn't Jim Carrey, isn't that the
He does it
backstory?
too. He does it too.
He was he wrote the $10,000 or $10 million check based on the inspiration of Tony Robbins.
But again, it's very simple. It's just stay positive and kind of have goals.
Focus on the goal. Stay. Don't change it for anyone.
Yeah. If you fall, get up. Really.
And this could actually, because Julie and I were just talking on the way here about kind of a thing. It's like overcoming your sort of fears and apprehensions, because we were talking about.
But there was this one. Say there's a client and he loves you can use this aspect in gambling, anything. So he never seen a girl before, an industry girl. He's never booked, never done it.
Yeah.
So that's what he said. Next thing you know, I guess it all went well. He comes 3-4 times a week. So now why? Why does he come so much? Because he finds it convenient? Is it fun? Is there a stress release? Is he addicted? What's the deal? For a guy who's never done it, to all of a sudden be so into it, I guess, but you can look at it in other ways too. I never ate sushi before. I didn't like it. Now I love it.
Right.
Once I had it a couple of, so maybe it's the same thing, different kind of sushi for this guy though.
This is the best kind of sushi. But it's that the idea of the fear of the unknown,
That's the other thing,
right?
because they also hear about these bad stories, Leo's List and back pages where guys get robbed, baited, switched. So they need to find that place where they can feel safe and they can not get, ripped off or
they understand.
or outed or any of that.
Well, maybe the experience was just so good the first time. Is going, yeah, this is what I wanted. I found my niche, whatever you want to call it. Yeah.
Well, I guess you can speak to, Julian, how the experience is actually so much professionals give you a professional experience, right? The whole idea is that it's you know what, the object is to make you feel as comfortable and awesome as possible.
Well, that's the purpose of any kind of entertainment, and it is entertainment of a higher, maybe we'll call it
More personal level.
More personal, but that's why you go out to a concert. That's why because it's fun. It's something to do. Why would you go see a girl? To have a good time, and again, if you go 2-3 times a week, all the power to you if you have the money. What's wrong with that? But the initial time is, why did he go? That's a good question. That's why you would need him here to ask him, what made you break your code of not going? Hey, friend, I never pay for sex. I never do. Okay, good for you. I go. I could have bought $1 million house, I told him. And he just said this to me a couple of weeks ago, because I was going, I haven't been to a strip joint for so. He goes, I don't pay for sex. I'm like, here we go again, one of these kind of guys, right? I go, well, good for you. Oh, I could have bought a house. That's the way I look at it.
You telling me you've never bought a woman a drink or taken her to dinner?
Well, he's trying to be more.
Sex directly, but there might be.
He's trying to be more on the direct line of saying that he hasn't paid purposely just for that
reason.
That session, whatever.
Doesn't pay directly for the sex.
Yeah, of course you pay. If you take somebody out for dinner, booze, whatever, a movie, you have to. You're still paying in a sense, but it's not like you're paying. It's like the sugar daddy kind of thing too. They don't think it's like they're paying because
it's not. You're not paying it directly, but
for that actual service. But at the end of the day, what's the problem?
I mean, even if you look at free porn online, they're taking your data, and so in a way you are actually you're paying in some capacity. Check this out. I was listening to speaking of motivation. I downloaded the Rock. His
he's a
app.
good talker.
Dude, he's a good talker. And you can set your...
Can you smell?
What the Rock is cooking.
That guy was actually... I like him. Go on.
I do like the Rock, man. I would love to hang out with that guy.
Oh,
he's got this app, and you can he starts his day at fucking something like 4 in the morning. So he gets up. You can set your clock to be synced with his clock. And then you wake up, and he gives you a motivational speech about waking up, starting the day.
What does he do at 4 in the morning?
On fire. oh man, he starts off, he has a breakfast, he does a fucking massive workout, and then he does some more eating, and then works out again, and then eats. And he's a fucking,
well, if
that's
you
his-
had 20 million in the bank
that's his
and your
job.
job was to look good, be big, be
Yeah.
good talk, I would have like, and there's no worries about money, this, that. I'd get up at 5 o'clock, work out too. Of course, what's the
Yeah.
problem?
It's the best fucking. You
See,
know,
they do it
had
all
the best
wrong.
alarm clock. I'm just gonna
Jennifer
tell you, listen,
Lopez.
download the app and fucking just for the alarm clock.
No, it doesn't work if you fucking have no money and you can't get up at 4 in the morning if you worked until 2 in the morning.
No, but that was an option. You didn't have to set it up to wake up at that time. I set mine for like regular get up time.
Jennifer Lopez, I look good. You know what? You have a personal cook. They fucking make you all this food. That. It's easy when you have everything given to you.
Yeah, man. If someone cooked for me, my life would be a hell of a lot easier. Just to know.
Yeah, The Rock is cooking my balls because I can't get up at 4 in the morning if I worked until 2 at night trying to make my fucking payment
Right?
for rent.
I mean, that dude's going
See,
to bed at like fucking 10. Or
That's
something
like your buddy Tim Robbins saying, come to my seminar. Oh, they became millionaires when they won the lotto. I'm like, are you fucking kidding? He said that? There's no way he said that.
Exactly. I'll find that. I'll dig it out. Maybe we're gonna find an attachment to this. But I just like.
How could The Rock say, get up at 4? People don't have that freedom, that luxury. Like,
No.
people fucking work every day. Get up at 5 o'clock, look at that bus, and you see the people's faces. They're tired, they gotta go to work, it's not easy. Like, these guys are they put fantasy lands in your head.
Yeah.
Real life is not that like that.
I think you would project. I mean, that is the whole idea of like The Secret, right? Just that idea that if you keep manifesting, if you like plan for it. So if your goal is, I don't know, to fucking have a Big Mac, and you like, and you plan.
That's an easy dream to fill.
It's an easy target. Sure.
That's
okay.
why I like those other.
But if you think about owning a McDonald's, okay, instead of just eating a Big Mac, you go, I'm going to own a McDonald's. I'm going to own it in 5 years, right? And then you start working backwards from there. Then you can manifest that shit, right? And if you then suddenly realize during that journey, going, listen, it's not going to be realistic to own a McDonald's. I'm not going to work there and learn the whole system, blah blah blah. Then you change your plan. But if you're like fucking driven, that's your life goal. You're fucking 20-something, 30-something. You can do it. Boom, you can make that happen. That's what all these making your reality happen things are.
All right, I agree.
Yeah.
It's about positive energy, positive thinking. But again, getting back to the guy, he broke his little hub. He never did it before. All of a sudden, he's banging away 4 times a week.
Boom.
Why not?
Right. So let's say he was a guy before that who was just talking shit about that, and they talking shit. Maybe girls don't like me. I can never get a girl. Can never get a 10 or whatever. The negative mindset, you're never gonna get that. But then maybe he finds that, oh fuck, to have a different perspective. Oh, here's a fucking 11.
I think
that's
that's
up with an 11. Feels like he's a fucking 12 himself.
why not?
Suddenly his life has probably changed. Now he's like 3 times a
and,
week.
and he's probably happier, and he's probably going home, whatever the fuck if he's doing, and it's a good thing. That's positive.
Fucking goes to the office.
It beats
now
going to
feels
the
like
bar
he
and
can swing his
drinking
dick.
and going home and spending $200 on alcohol, going home sloshed and blacking out.
Yeah, crying yourself to sleep.
Or whatever, maybe you think you have accomplished something at the bar or whatever, but I'd rather go bang and go home.
Yeah, I had a really great conversation at the bar
Yeah,
tonight.
they all
And
love me
meanwhile-
there. The waitress loves me. No, she doesn't.
Yeah.
She loves your tips, you
Yeah.
idiot.
And then you're like,
I used to think the waitresses all liked me. It was just because I used to tip them.
Just it. And then suddenly you're broke, and they're like, who are you? What? No tippy? Okay. No tippy for you. And don't sleep with the wait staff.
The fucking motivational speaker, man. I'm gonna put that on my agenda.
Well, yeah.
I just want to know do we have any Canadian guys that do this?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, like celebrities all become like either keynote speakers or, they get paid to do a speech. Like Wayne Gretzky will talk, you pay him a huge chunk of change. He'll come to your corporate event and talk to you about.
And say how his life was a struggle and how he overcame it and how he
he's
became
like,
the
I
next.
was never really a defensive player. I struggled with that, so I just found
I
a way to
hate
put the
shit.
puck in the
I
net.
can't stand that kind of shit, man. I find it all full of shit.
No, I'm sure Wayne's probably got a good story.
Now Wayne Gretzky, just like these other guys, they're just full of shit.
shit on the great
It's easy to fucking say, do this, do that. In the meantime, it's not that simple. And I'm positive every day. I'm not that down guy, but other people, I just can't see them like, if you weigh 400 fucking pounds and tell me to get up and fucking start exercising, it's pretty fucking hard.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
So
Yeah, there's people they'll put out that fucking hey, I'm feeling like shit about my life, and it's hard. It's hard to where do you start? Where do you start?
that's why there's so many fucking depressed people in this world.
But like that guy, you got to try it one time and push through.
Yes.
The fear and the apprehension.
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck that
Yes.
one girl first, and then next thing you know. But again, see, that guy's got it going on. He's obviously has money. He obviously has time. He obviously has a good spirit. He obviously has a dick that works.
Yeah.
So you need all that shit before you can go bang away. You know what I mean?
Dick that works.
Well,
Right? Or maybe does anybody ever say, hey, listen, I'm not gonna fuck you. I'm just gonna go and I just want to eat some pussy. Is that like, they ever book a session like that? You think some dudes?
100% guys
Yeah.
do that. Guys do all kinds of crazy stuff.
They're just like, no.
It's not crazy stuff. Guys do all kinds of things that they like.
Yeah.
Like, if she doesn't, can I lick her ass? Go ahead.
Yeah. There you
Oh,
go.
if she doesn't, I'm not gonna book. Oh, okay. Go ahead. But believe it or not, some girls don't allow it.
Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, you got.
Oh, I find it ticklish. I find it this. I just don't like it. I don't know. Anyways, what the fuck we talking about now? Who knows?
Right. A motivate.
Motivational speaker to
Yes.
licking the asshole.
Right. You want to lick ass? This is how you do it.
I get up
First-
at 4 a.m. I look in the mirror and I say, today I'm licking ass. That's my goal of the day. And if you don't lick ass, at least lick beside the ass.
Like around the ass.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, slowly build towards the ass. Don't just go
And
tongue
then
dart
just
straight away.
tongue that ass, and you've accomplished the day, and you're going forward in life.
Going for
And then tomorrow, double up the ass. Start
Yeah.
off one in the morning, eat one at lunch, eat one at dinner. All
Right.
day you're eating ass.
Breakfast to champions.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
ass
like, the secret
eaters.
of my weight loss: eating ass.
Yeah, no calories.
No calories.
Julian,
Rhymer.
producer Pat. We're out, people. Have a good week. Watch that ass.